What's good? It's your boy So Royal Play, back with another video. Okay, today we about to go over my deck list for Fire Fist. This is what I clogged with, and just gonna give y'all my thoughts on how I feel the deck is running now, what could be improved, what I can take out, what I want to see, or what can I add to it. So my deck list is Eland, 1 Eland, 3 Elephants, 1 Spirit, 1 Swallow, 1 Dragon, 2 Pandas, 1 Buffalo, 2 Roosters, 1 Raven, 3 Tinkies, 1 Dome, 3 Tensus, 2 Engines, 1 Cento, and 1 Tinkin. In the extra deck of a Swan, Horse Prince, Karen, Tiger King, Cardinal, Lion Emperor, and 2 Chimera Kitties. Alright. So, what I noticed from the deck, because we already know, like, full combo is always, getting full combo is good every time, because you got your 2 negates, a spell trap negate, and a monster negate when you got full combo, and a monster pop during the battle phase if you got a face the fire formation. So we know that's good. Get into it. Like, this build probably was the most consistent I had it, because like even when I was playing with the 20 card version, it was just like I was running into I was just breaking a lot. But this run I didn't break that much, so I still had my breaks at times, but I didn't get them as often as I was getting before, and everything been running smoothly. Let's see. What I noticed is that we normally do, and because I didn't see a lot of Galaxy Eyes, it's like I feel like I did a lot better too. And like the only real issue I probably ran into is like if I'm like doing my combo and somebody had DD Crow up in their hand and end up stopping me. They like stopping because normally they'll probably DD Crow once I summon the elephant and I'm about to put like the Tinky back into the deck. They normally DD Crow the Tinky, and they usually stop me right there. And depending on if I was going into the like Tiger King play, if I was going into the Tiger King play, I can keep going. But if I like had the elephant and the Rooster on the field, then I'd probably be stuck a little bit depending on what else is up in my hand. But like, cause thing is, I say the biggest issue with the deck is the fact that mainly all the combos are 3-card combos. So like, if you get stopped, you can play through some hands depending on what you got. But like, let's say if you have a handful of monsters and 1 speller, 1 fire formation, that's usually, if they stop that fire formation, then you pretty much stuck on what you can do. And vice versa, if you only got one, but if you only got 1 monster, it's really not too much you can do. So you really want to like getting 2 monsters is really key. At least 2 monsters and 1 fire formation is usually what you need to actually make a good board. But there's still a lot of good hands where you can play around with. There's just a lot of finesse plays you can do. I say I actually like I really like Swallow, because even before I always love Swallow, because having that protection from being targeted really comes in handy, especially going against Salamangreats, because normally, like, most of the times they're not going to be able to get over your monster because the Heat Leo is only 2300. So if you got the Swallow on the field they not going to be able to use the Helios effect to target one of your monsters to lower their attack by one of the ones in the graveyard. Usually they don't read the fact they about to do that, so they have to lower one of their monsters back. So that comes in handy. And like, because that's why Swellow is really good, because people don't really read. And Swellow is a really good, like, going in for the finishing blow. Because like when you go in second and you got Swellow in the combo, because I would say like I will go for Swellow if instead of going for Eland, because if I know I got game, I'll go for Swellow instead of Eland, because most trap cards are target anyway, unless they got drowned, and then you just messed up regardless. But so that's why you'll go for Eland. Then you can just attack and that guarantee them they can't do nothing to you. But unless they got like a Kyroid or Spear Karibo, that's the only thing we have to worry about. But you don't see too many of those nowadays. So I always love Swellow, and that's why I put Tinkin back in the deck too. Also for the Salamangreat, since there's so many Salamangreats, when they like when they use the Helio to target one of your monsters, you use Tinkin to protect the Swellow. Or not Swellow. You'll use Tinkin to protect the Swan majority of the time, but you'll have to do it before they because when they use the Helio, that let them send one of your back row back to the deck, so you will have to use it right when they activate that. So that way they're not going to be able to beat over the Swan, guaranteed. So then you just gotta play around with your hand to get around that negate they got, but you should be straight for the most part. And what else? Dragon is probably like the only thing I will cut. I don't really. He the only one that doesn't come up that often, but I did have some games where he came in handy actually, especially if they like destroy my all the monsters that I had on my board, and I like had 2 fire formations faced up, or I had 1 fire formation faced up. Then I drew in the Tinky, and I just ended up searching him. Then end up bringing back the Swellow or Swan, and then I was able to attack the game, cause he'll revive one, and then the Dome would have revived one too. So you would have brought back 2 monsters, back to a whole board, and you can go in from there. Panda good at 2. Panda good at 2. 3 might be a little OD, but 2 is perfect. The 1 Buffalo always good, always comes in clutch. Rooster you could do Rooster 2 or 3. Cause like Rooster is the main part of the combo, so probably playing 3 is better. Cause the only reason I put him at 2 is cause I was playing 1 Raven, just because I was testing out how Raven is, and I actually like how Raven play with the links. And like, so if you got a Tinky and the Elephant and like 2 other monsters that's not Rooster, let's say, yeah, 2 monsters that's not Rooster or Panda, because if you got Rooster, you always want Rooster and Panda is full combo. Rooster, Panda, and Fire Formation is full combo, so it can't be Panda. So if it's just Elephant, Tinky, and let's just say Eland and Spirit, instead of going for Rooster like you'll normally do, you'll go for Raven. Normal summon the Elephant, special summon the Raven. send the Tinky to special summon the Raven, and then search the Panda, and then link those off into the Kitty, and then you get a search for another fire formation, which can be engine. Then the other two monsters that's in your hand, you'll use them as material to special summon the engine or special summon the swan, and then that triggers the Panda. Bring back one of those cards that you just had, so you can have a little decent board like that. But I could say Raven is okay. Not really necessary. You could just take them out, really, because you can always do that exact same hand that you just had. You can always do some other things too. So I was just really testing them out. I like them, especially if we get Almirage. Raven's gonna be good if we get Almirage, because they'll just be another starter that we can have. And let's see what else. The 3 Tinky is always good, but you hate seeing 2 Tinkies in your hand. I swear, Tinky is it's the best and worst card, because like I hate seeing 2 of them, but if 1 is perfect, 2 is always bad, because like you got a handful of 3-card combos, and you only get 4 cards in your hand, and if 2 of them is Tinky, then that's just making everything worse. But you still gotta love Tinky. Then Dome goated, always the Monster Reborn. Tensu is good at 3 because it's part of the main combo. Engine, I like Engine at 2 because if you can't do nothing at the end of the day, you could just always summon Swan if you got 2 monsters in your hand, which is always good. Yeah, and then Swan good at 1. Horse Prince is good. It comes up, so it's good. Tiger King is good at 1 or 2. I like playing them at 2, but since I'm playing the Kitty been my new favorite way to play this, because using it as a beatdown deck, go into the Kitty, get you that extra 500 attack, which helps out a lot. And that's why I decided to play 2 Kitty, because at first I was just playing 1, like at the beginning of my card run. I was just playing 1, and then once I got to card, I realized like I might as well just play 2, because before I was like, once they killed the Kitty, I just always put it back into my deck. I just always put it back into the extra deck, because he lets you target a fire monster in your graveyard and put it back into your deck, and it can send itself back as well. So like I just like, oh, I only need 1, but like I'd rather get that advantage of having I'd rather get that advantage of getting one of my Fire Fist monsters back to my hand. So that's why I decided to play 2, because he's so easy to summon. It's never an issue with me summoning him. So I'd rather just have the 2, so I can focus on getting me an extra card if I can start my combos. And I should kill you before you like kill 2 of these. So either I'm gonna die, or you gonna kill me before I summon 2 of these. So the Kitty is good. Like, and most times you'll have to like have a choice of what you wanna go into, because the times you can summon them, it's like you can either have him or you can have like an extra monster on the board, on your end board. So it's really up to you to decide. And thing is, you just have to summon him before you summon Panda. since Panda lock you in the Fire Fist. That's the only restriction. That's the only conflict of interest. You always gotta summon him before you summon the Panda. But other than that, the deck is good. What I want to see in the future, just Almirage, and we gotta pray for Eagle. Might be too good. Eagle might really be too good. The more I see it, Eagle might be really good. Even though you can't do as much as you can in the TCG because it ain't enough space. Because like you're still not gonna be able to do the Tiger King loop. Because 3 monster zones is really not enough. You'll be, matter of fact, you can do it, but it's not gonna be as good because you need Bear and Tiger King on the field, right? Bear pop the Tiger King. Then you get to special summon 2 more cards. Normally in the TCG you'll get 2 dragons. But if you do that in Duel Links, it's not even gonna work. Cause you'll still have the bear on the field and 2 dragons now. So now you really ain't got no space to do nothing. So you have to go into another Tiger King and then use the 1 dragon to bring back 1 card, which ain't really too crazy. So yeah. So really just Almirage and pray for Eagle. Those the only thing that can help us right now. Cause I don't think Tri Brigades will help either. Because like I said, there's a whole bunch of 3-card combos, and then just getting one, then getting a Tri Brigade is just making more bricks when you could have just had a combo piece. But Zodiacs might be interesting. Zodiac Fighters might actually be interesting though. Watch out for that. But I don't think they're gonna put Zodiacs in here. They know not to put Zodiacs in here because Zodiac's gonna be really good. But yeah, other than that, I feel like they're good. What y'all think? Like, comment, subscribe.